Hey, it's Izzy for Alt AC 93.3. I'm talking with obviously Chris Martin of Coldplay. Thank you so much for joining me.
Hi, Izzy. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. So you guys have been super busy. Coldplay is coming to Phoenix May 12th. This is going to be an awesome show. Personally, I've always wanted to see you guys live, so I'm very excited. And I've been watching like videos of you guys on stage at like sold out stadiums. And for whatever reason, I was not expecting Coldplay to have as many pyrotechnics on stage as you guys do.
Yeah, well, yes, me neither originally, but as time goes on, you just get more and more. It's like tattoos. You just get
Yeah.
more of them.
So did it kind of start out as like maybe a firework at the end of the show, and then you were like, hey, maybe next time we should add a lot more?
Well, it's funny you say that. That's exactly how it started out.
Get out.
We have a song called "Fix You," and our first pyro was one firework at the end of that, and now it's turned into 2 hours of two. It's essentially a firework display with some songs behind it.
That's kind of nice. Yeah. I mean, screw 4th of July when people could just go to a Coldplay show, right?
I mean, it's it's a close second.
Sure. So how long has it been since Coldplay's been to Phoenix?
I have no idea. A long
That
time.
long?
I mean, I came to Phoenix a couple of years ago to visit like a spiritual leader guy.
Okay.
But I don't remember when we last played, but I don't remember what happened last week. So the wrong person to ask, but I know that I'm super excited to come back.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. I mean, it's been nice having all these live shows, post-pandemic, that kind of stuff. So obviously having Coldplay come to town is going to be incredible. And you did just release that new album, Music of the Spheres. So tell me about that. Is it like a concept album? Is it a story album? How did you guys get into writing that?
Well, songs just appear from wherever they appear from, and you try and group them into a sort of coherent whole. And the title Music of the Spheres we'd had for a while. It comes from like ancient sort of universe theory of how everything vibrates and works together.
Sure.
And then we managed to work with Max Martin. And so all those ingredients just formed this album. I don't know if it's a concept album so much as songs that just kind of fit together.
Okay. And is that typically how you create albums? Is just trying to find one common theme? And if there's a song you write that doesn't fit it, you maybe put it onto a different album?
Yeah, exactly. And I guess the concept is always just, let's sing some more songs about being humans.
Sure.
That's really let's sing a bit more about love and loss and worry and joy and, all the normal human stuff.
So tell me about People of the Pride then, because you released that last month as well.
Yes. Okay. Well, that song was waiting, to your point, was waiting a long time. The verse of that song, I think, arrived in like 2010.
Wow.
The riff, they didn't have a riff, it didn't have a chorus, it didn't have a producer. And all of that stuff just kind of fell through last April, maybe. And then suddenly it was ready to go.
Wow. So it took that long.
It took a long time, but it's super fun to play live, that song.
That's awesome. And obviously it was meant to take this long so that you could kind of perfect it and make it what you wanted it to be, which is awesome.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think as you get older, I feel like you get more patient with waiting till it's the right time for something.
Sure. Because you could have scrapped it, but you didn't. You held on to
it.
it.
No, I didn't ever scrap it. I was like, that song's going to be really special one day, but I'm not quite sure what day that will be.
That's amazing. Oh God, and we're so lucky that now we get to listen to it. That's so cool how it came into fruition. Yeah. When it comes to your environmental causes that you guys obviously have on your website, when it comes to, ocean conservation and recycling and upcycling, and even with your merchandise, made from recycled products and things, what got you into that?
Well, that's a great question. I feel like we were working with environmental organizations for some time and asking other companies to change their ways, and then we realized, well, we can't really finger point, we should just change what we can change within our business. And so a couple of years ago, we sort of said that publicly, and then a lot of people reached out to us to help. And it's just kind of snowballed from there to try and make the concert cleaner, and everything we can make cleaner, which is right now is the power for the show is very clean, and certain things that we contribute to outside of the concert, but still there's a long way to go, particularly around transport and fuel.
Sure.
So it just feels like something that we should do, and all businesses should do, because we all live here together. Yeah, I feel like, how could you not care about that? Because it's our home.
Yeah, it's the air we breathe. It's the environment we live in. You know, I go to the lake and I see litter everywhere, and I'm like, is it really that hard for you to just pick up after yourself? You know, like, let's appreciate the planet that we live on.
Yeah, I really agree with you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad that you guys have such a platform to be able to spread this kind of stuff. So, as you know, a lot of bands like to start their own charities or funds. Have you guys ever thought about doing something like that?
Yeah, we've always had given 10% of our money away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I didn't know that.
Yeah, since the beginning. So, but I don't know if we have our own charity so much as we have people that we like to support. Like right now we're working with this team called Ocean Cleanup, who are doing exactly that. And then a group called Client Earth, who are a group of lawyers who just defend Earth. It's really cool what they do. So they will represent an area of forest or something like that.
Wow, planetary lawyers. Who would have thought?
And in a strange way, it's the most effective thing that we're involved with.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, no wonder you guys have such a following, because you do such good stuff and people like to see that, especially people that don't have the ability to really donate as much as they can. If you do, and you do, you know, especially from the beginning of Coldplay, I think that's really incredible. So I commend you guys for that.
You can only do what you can do. You don't need to feel, you know, we don't do as much as other people, you know.
Sure.
You can only do your best. It's what I realize.
Yeah, and even if you can only donate $5, that adds up.
Yeah, or even if you just like you said, if you pick up one bit of plastic, that's better than nothing.
Yeah, agreed. All
anyway,
right, so
I just feel like we don't want to tell anyone else what to do. We're just doing what we feel we want to do.
Yeah, well, you're setting a good example, and I think that matters. So good on you. So let's talk about your sneaker collection, because you have a pretty large one.
Ridiculous. No, I really don't have a pretty large one. I don't know where you're getting that from.
Are you serious? How many do you have?
Like 3?
No, you don't just have 3 pairs.
I mean, where are you? I'm not sure you're talking. You sure you meant this for me?
Videos of you performing live, pictures of you on stage. It looks like different pairs of sneakers.
When I definitely have two pairs that I'm touring with that are made from old sneakers, and they look yeah, they look pretty cool. Then I have, I think they're like I think it was like a Jordan thing. No, maybe it was a Kobe. I think they're Kobe Adidas shoes that I have a couple of pairs of, and then I wear some Hoka shoes. But I don't have a big sneaker collection. This is a myth.
Wow. That's phenomenal. Okay. Well, they look great. I assumed you were one of those guys that had like all these shelves in his closet just filled with sneakers that he cleaned every night before bed.
I wear them till they die.
Really? Well, good for you. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, since you are so big into recycling and stuff.
But I guess over the years we've had, I mean, I guess you're sort of right, but then we started giving them away at a certain point. There was a charity that was asking for signed shoes. So I definitely, at the end of certain tours, would give away to the touring shoes.
That's incredible.
You're not totally wrong.
All right, so I'm going to ask you a deep question. If music never ended up being your career, what do you think you would have ended up doing?
Well, I would have always wanted to do it. So, and I think that there's a certain level of, I think ultimately the joy of being a musician is the music, and of course the people. So I think any version of that I would have probably been okay with to some degree, whether that was playing in a hotel lobby or on a cruise ship or something. I think I would still love that.
Yeah.
Because it's still music and people.
Sure.
I think if I was really like not able to get employment, then I would probably work with trees in some way. That is a very deep question.
I know, right? See,
Yeah.
now you start thinking about your other things that you love and other things you're passionate about, and stuff like that. So you might do forestry or something.
Yeah. There's a German guy that wrote a book called, I think it's called The Language of Trees or something like that.
Okay.
And he describes his job. He runs an area of forest in Germany. And I was like, okay, that seems like a cool job. Yeah.
You can do that?
Yeah, I guess that's the real thing. But I really love my job and I don't want it to stop just yet.
Yeah, nobody wants you to stop just yet.
Well, some people do, but that's okay.
Please don't. May 12th, Coldplay's coming to Phoenix. We are so excited to have you back. It has been obviously way too long. And thank you so much for talking with me today. Music of the Spheres out now. So excited.
It's been a genuine pleasure talking to you, and thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Have a good rest of your
All right,
day.
Izzy, take care.